Big John has entered the game. The Bunk has entered the game. Fight!
Let's go. That means that it's time for the 5-round main event where Josh Thompson and I will go head-to-head on 5 different, well, let's say subjects, but we're calling them rounds. And I always just spank the hell out of him. He's going to sit there and tell you he wins. Never.
Do you ever feel like embarrassed that we didn't use your line, let's get it on, for this intro? I mean, it's kind of like a slap in the face. I mean, that's Podcast Dave. Just didn't use your line, let's get it on. I feel like it's kind of weird that he didn't do that.
Dave and I talked about that, and I said,
no, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
This is where the trolls
you're
come
lying
in.
again. You don't know something, and so because you think you know everything, which is obviously the
what's the move that used to be Suplex City, right? Wasn't there like a thing called Suplex City?
Brock Lesnar.
I feel like every time I come onto this show, it's Troll City. This is what I get.
It's
All right,
F5.
first round. Let's go. Round
F5.
1. Let's go round 1.
I apologize. I have a little bit of a dead voice today, but let's get in the first round here with news of the week. Frankie Edgar asking for his last fight, according to Ali, and he wants it in November, and he likes the idea of fighting Dom Cruz.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, absolutely. That would be a fantastic fight. It's to be in Madison Square Garden. Look at Frankie Edgar. I'm not saying the UFC owes him anything. They owe him. This guy has been there for him. He has done that. If he wants to fight in Madison Square Garden for his last fight, and it could be against Dom Cruz. Now, Dom Cruz has a fight coming up, so that might not work out. But Frankie Edgar should be able to write his own ticket on who he fights, where he fights, when he fights. He has been the man. He is the man. I will miss him, but absolutely he should be able to get that fight.
I can't deny it, man. Frankie's my boy. I'm going to see him this weekend. He'll be out here in San Jose with BJ Penn, and I'll be hanging out with them on Saturday. It's going to be great. But these guys, Frankie Edgar deserves whatever the UFC is willing to give him. Whatever they're willing to do for him. I'd love to see him fight in Madison Square Garden. I would love to see him fight Dominic Cruz. We've been saying this for over a year now.
How
That
long?
would be the fight to make. I believe wrestling pedigrees are about neutral. I think Frankie's probably a little bit better than the wrestler.
Not neutral. Come on. Frankie's the better wrestler.
You're right, but getting in on the mobility of getting in on him, Dom's probably a little bit more of the faster fighter these days. Now, striking-wise, Dom's different and awkward, but I think Frankie can find a way to move his head offline and get in there. So I think I would love to see that. I hope the UFC does that for him.
Bingo.
All right, with that, let's get into round number 2. Comment of the week. And this week's comment comes from the man, Brian Ortega, who just had his fight this past weekend. And so here's the quote from Brian Ortega. Eventually, I do want to go up there and fight at 55. Who knows? I might just have to shut everyone up and go up there, and who cares what they say. But in the future, I will be at 55.
Round 2. Fight!
John. I mean, he's got the body frame for it. And that's why when I saw him and Yair at the weigh-ins, I realized that Yair's taller than him. And I sat next to him on Brendan Schaub's show for the Fight Companion. He's a tall guy himself. I'm thinking to myself, man, what are they making? How are they making these 55-pounders and 45-pounders now out of? He's enormous. I think that he needs to continue to stay at 45 as of now. I would like to see him go to 55 eventually, but right now he's got unfinished business at 45.
I agree with you that he's got unfinished business at 45, but eventually he's going to go to 55. We talk about the size of guys. Dustin Poirier was a 145-pounder, okay? Max Holloway as a 145-pounder, he's a big individual. Some of these guys at 145, Shane Burgos, by God, come on. I mean, it's amazing that these guys can get down to that weight, but there comes a point where it becomes almost a bad thing for you to try to lose that much weight. Brian Ortega can compete with anybody at 155. He will do well. Someday he's going to go there. So why not just, talk about it, let him go. It's a good thing for the UFC, whether he's at either weight, but I do think, like you said, unfinished business.
Give me one fight you'd like to see him fight at 155.
No.
If I was gonna pick one fight right off of the bat, I would love to see him and Michael Chandler.
I can take that.
No one submits Michael Chandler. I'd like to see if Brian Ortega could.
All right, with that, let's get into round number 3 here, and we're going to play a new one, which is called Champ Up or Champ Down. Very similar to what you guys used to do with Matchmaker, but we're going to pick a champ, can be from UFC or Bellator, a champ that you would want to see go up in weight to fight another champ, or down in weight to fight another champ. Which fight would you want to see? We'll start with John in this one, since Josh started the last round.
Round 3. Fight!
I would look. I'm gonna, if I could move a champ and move him somewhere. My problem is I can't move him into another champ fight. That would be Volkanovski. I would like to see him go to 155 and fight the champ in Charles Oliveira. But they're going to say that Charles Oliveira is not the champ, even though he is. So if I can do it another way, let me have Aljamain Sterling move up and fight Volkanovski. I'll take that one.
Well, see, now that I know that they are both teammates, or I've always known they were both teammates, but I want to see in Bellator, I want to see Yaroslav Amosai fight Johnny Eblen.
Ooh.
I've heard about their goes in the gym. I've heard about how competitive they are, and I've just talked to Cody Steele about how good Yaroslav Amosov is in the wrestling department, where Johnny Eblen can wrestle the shit out of people, but also he's good on the feet, he's good on the ground, he's got good submissions. That to me makes for a very good fight, knowing that they're teammates, they know each other. I'd like to see that fight.
Not
What
a
about you,
bad
another
fight. 26-0 against 12-0. Not a bad fight. Not a bad fight. I kind of like that
I
one.
think it'd be a fun fight. And
But
Amosov,
I really like. I think that my Aljamain Sterling versus Volkanovski. Come on, let's be honest. The bantamweights and the featherweights, two of the best weight divisions there are. Aljamain Sterling doesn't have as many championship fights as Volkanovski, but he's dynamic. He's got the wrestling ability to cause Volkanovski possibly some problems. I think on the feet, Volkanovski's better. It would be a great fight.
all right, my last one's going to be the one we've been talking about for 2 years now. Is John Jones. Can we go to heavyweight? Can we get there, please? Can I see this Francis Ngannou fight that we've all been waiting for? Can I see it? I don't have no desire to watch him fight Stipe. I like Stipe, but I'd rather see him fight Ngannou. That's me.
All right.
That's the fights.
And with that, Josh is disqualified since he chose a non-champ versus champ fight. So
That's
Josh
right,
is
and he
disqualified.
chose two.
Round to Big John.
Like I
Chose
said,
two.
Troll City.
Let's get into round number 4. FITAR. For every action, there's a reaction. Let's play this little funny clip and get you guys' reaction. This one comes from Instagram. It was a viral video of some guy working out in the gym. Some other guy filmed it, and I'm gonna play it for you guys right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
4. Fight!
Don't punch the air. Don't punch the air. All right, let's see it.
Let's see it.
Are you guys,
Here we go.
is it-
Nope, lost it, Dave.
oh, really?
It's so bad, it went blank. So
don't
either they
understand.
stopped filming or this
It was
man
bad.
got knocked out by the air.
Well, I've seen that video. It's a lot of footwork, dancing around. Oh, the whole thing is over. Scroll it back.
Okay, let's see it again. Come on, Dave.
All right. It's actually playing on my screen right now, but you guys might be having an issue still.
We
We're
always
having an
have
issue
issues.
here. All right, we had issues last time too, so we're gonna have to maybe rethink this FITAR thing until Dave can get it figured out. Either doing his fight. I mean, this is hey, it's,
Look, for everyone out there, I just want to tell you, if you are working out, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing it. If you're in a weight gym, just hey, cardio, weights, do it. Do not start shadow boxing and acting like you can fight when you're in that gym. Everyone in there thinks you're a douchebag.
John. That's why I do that shit at the grocery store down the aisle. Slip and move. Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right.
You want to punch stuff? Go to an actual fighting gym.
No, fucking shadow box the air. Hello. Fuck that. Punch anything might hurt my hands. All right, next.
Round number 5. Bitchin or Bunk. So this week, let's find out if you guys think it's Bitchin or Bunk that Kayla Harrison is hinting at a potential last season in the PFL this year, and she may be looking at new options next year.
Round 5. Fight!
I'll take it right now. Bitchin'. If there's one thing that and we've talked about it, Kayla Harrison is a competitor. She wants to compete against the very best. And the fact that she sits there She tried to go and do that. She tried to go to Bellator so she could fight against Chris Cyborg. That was the only reason. She didn't give a shit about Bellator as a promotion. She gave a shit about the fight that she could have against Chris Cyborg. That was taken away by the PFL in the fact that they said, we will match the money that Bellator is willing to give you, so you have to stay with us. She is upholding her end of the contract, and at the end of 2022, they cannot hold on to her again, and she wants to go and sign with someone, be it the UFC, be it Bellator, so she can fight that type of competition that she believes she should be facing right now. I say bitch.
I'm gonna push.
No
because
pushing. You can't push.
money-
Pick a side.
Money changes
You just
a lot
lost
of
the
things
round.
in the equation.
You
No,
just
there's no
lost
way.
the round. You
The
lost
reality
the
is,
round.
if
I'm
they
gonna
come back
push.
with the, if
I'm
they
gonna
come back
give
with
this
the
a
money,
10-10. What is wrong
Jeez,
with
John,
you?
10-10.
Wait, dude.
If they come back with a lot of money, she'd be stupid not to take
Time
it. And
up.
I mean, I'm a fan of her taking the money and running. She's got 2 young kids. She's got to think about the future. Not this fight with Cyborg or even with whoever else is in the UFC at the time of the champion there of that division. Doesn't make any sense. Just take the money and go.
So is it
Cash
bitching
out.
or bunk?
It's fucking Bunk. If I have to pick, I'm gonna say it's Bunk. Bunk. I look at it as that she should take all the money she can. If she's making easy money, keep making that easy money. No one's gonna give a shit. 10 years down the line, everyone's gonna forget. So all right, well, hey, thank you guys so much. This is our short show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's only available on our Clips channel, our Shorts Clip channel. Also go to weighinginpodcast.com, pick up some of our merch. John, take us away.
For everyone out there, thank you for tuning in. We hope you had fun like we did. We will see you.